UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Mustangs will kick it away to get this game going. Returner choosing to field this one. And they've got the returner corralled. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the handoff, runs it off left tackle.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. Gets some space around the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, just really good vision and patience by this back. He kind of felt his way through and then accelerated through the hole for the first down. One of the things that you see over the years by UCLA is the ability to control the line of scrimmage and have good backs that can pick up big yards.
They call the draw play here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And the runner takes off to his right. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Scanning the field, it's Martin. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
He'll drop back here on third down. And he slings this pass over the middle. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties. And a big play is the result.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today. And you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Dropping back. It's Jennings. The pass rush closing in. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Quick throw to his receiver. Push downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And the Mustangs with 1st and 10 here. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Takes the handoff again. Oh, and he fumbles. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. In the red area, it's Johnson. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll hand it off. Ball carrier running through tackles. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage and stop this run game.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out. It's Stewart. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the UCLA offense takes the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick throw to the left. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Bruins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Ball handed to the running back. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They test the middle but get stuck. That one goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Scanning the field. It's Martin. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's got some space. Past the 50. At the 30 now. Past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Ponies. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. Can they recover from that right now? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught quickly. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Bruins looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Martin. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 20. At the 10 now. Return, a pick-6. Touchdown, SMU. And a pick-6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Stewart. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Makes a quick catch. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Looking to throw. It's Jennings. And this pass is caught. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Good enough for first down yardage.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Mustangs have first and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
Hands off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. This will be a 35-yard attempt. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bruins will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Off over the middle. It's Maryland. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff heading left, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's second down here. And now the handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made down the middle. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Mustangs churn out another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
SMU 31, UCLA 14.
Bringing it out, it's Stewart. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Hand it off for a draw. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
He'll pitch it. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Bruins line up on 1st and 10 now. To the air, it's Martin. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down out at the 46.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He fires it. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down and 10. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Yeah, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lets it go quickly. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
This one is right through, and they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Here's the second down play. Direct snap to the back. Running with purpose. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain.
Picks up 1. Third down coming. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, SMU 34, UCLA 14.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. An important third down attempt for this offense. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it. And he's got it. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And looking to throw now on first down. Escapes the sack. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Using his legs here. Breaking free at midfield. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going to take off here. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a fourth down call.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on third down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on fourth down.
And the wideout goes in motion. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 40. The 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, UCLA. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Makes the catch downfield. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ponies.
Number 86. Catching score.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. To throw, it's Jennings. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. The 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick two. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Stewart. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what... It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incompletion makes it second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, SNU.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away.
UCLA, 23.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the UCLA offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Looking downfield, it's Martin. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made on the left side. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give your...
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Finding space at the 20.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Touchdown, Mustangs. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
54, UCLA, 23.
Bringing it out, it's Stewart. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Martin. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Offense backed up here looking to throw. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.